Okay, now we have some dry paper here. Take a little bit of the phthalo, and now it will sit on top more. Still going to use the small strokes, as I don't want to disturb anything underneath. Rubbing a watercolor can be very dangerous unless you're going for a specific technique. Now notice how that's just faded out nicely. Clean off the brush, and then we don't get any watermarks. Take a little more for the water here. If this is a neutral color, meaning it's the mixture of the three primaries so that one isn't dominating, it's neutral. I'm going to leave the bright yellow there. I'm going to bring it over like this. Just a little more. You notice how little paint I'm using. You know, good quality paint costs a little bit in the beginning, but a good tube of cobalt, ultramarine, alizarin will last you many, many paintings because of its quality. Now watch, I'm coming over here now. I usually put a little mat around a picture when I'm finishing it. It just gives me more respect for the picture. And this cadmium red deep, and watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually make a very strong red rock. The best colors are in the shade. If you go outside and look in the shade, that's where you'll find your deep greens and your deep blues and violets. The sunlight takes away color, so I'm not going to do these. I'm going to do 3 good red rocks. Still going to leave a little white on it there, see? Just pure color. I'll take a little yellow ochre here. It's acrylic, but it's okay. If you thin acrylics, they work exactly like watercolors, except they just dry exactly the same way you put them on. They don't get lighter. So there's the yellow ochre. Great color. And I'm going to go over this one here with yellow ochre, and this one. Okay, I'm going to put some one dark rock in now just to show you. I take a little bit of the purple that I've already got here. Tack it, yeah. And I'm going to do this one. Just tap it on. I don't even pick up the drips, and the reason being is that it gives it a nice rock texture. And I even throw in a few over my Sharpies. It with the yellow ochre for this one, we'll get a brilliant sort of orange color. Oh yes, that's very, very good. Like that one. Remember, you can always darken rocks with watercolors. It's a little harder to lighten them. The sunshine, I think, you know, I'm going to change my mind on that and see what happens when I put a little bright sun in it. There. I know, I like that. I'm going to go around. Do we need white there? I'm going to go around the whole thing. Azo yellow. There we go. I believe will be a very thin azo wash. Reds can be cool. And if that sun is beating down, we want to have that yellow, which represents the sun, light. My brilliant orange here, Prismacolor. Put a little bit on the beak. Pick it up here. Maybe here, why not? I think if I did more penguins, I think I'd go with these bright colors. Let's do green around here. The last section will be just to get this darker again, up at the top. I'm going to add a little cobalt to it because cobalt tends to sit on top a little more. And it's a little warmer, just a little different than that. Okay, so here we go. Put a little bit on, let it sit for a minute. Clean off the brush and move it around. The little dotting is a great little way to get some dark sections without disturbing the paint underneath. And then you just let it fan out, see, with the water. There. This here of the penguin is repeated in these random black marks here. And I added a little bit of violet where the rock, so it looks like it's right up against her. A little bit of this blue, which is like the sky there. You could use paint to do this. Take the little Sharpie fine tip and maybe go over it with a little blue just to cool it up on one side. These small adjustments do make a difference in your painting. Little ochre and the violet. Little echo of that tone right there. Almost puts her on a little bit of a hill. Warmth and coolness. Now we really don't have a strong shadow yet. I'll take a little of this purple. It's still a neutral because I've added a little bit of the brown and the shadow would be coming this way. So I'm just going to drop it in like this around my pure colors. I mean, I could have easily left this out. Many illustrations don't even use shadows. They just use tones and planes of color, but no shadows. It's kind of a trend. But being able to do the shadow and decide if you want it or not is one of your tools as an illustrator. How to create some shadows. Now neutrals make good shadows. Opposite colors make good shadows. So if you have a blue object, a little orange in your shadow helps. Let's see how that looks. I'm thinking that's just fine. Just fine and dandy. It's all about adjusting warmth and coolness. If you want to get a great brown, go over purple with orange. Bottom right corner, makes everything look like it's in the shadow.